Today, we are going to be learning about personal narratives. Personal narratives is a type of writing that deals with the writer writing about something that he or she has experienced in his or her own lives. So, before we get started, watch this video of Dr. Doofenshmirtz telling us a personal narrative.
What are you doing down here?
Dad?
Oh, hi, Vanessa.
Dad, what are you doing?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't really understand, but I fell down this hill. Now I got glue on my hands and I got records on my fingers. Records on my fingers. I got records on my fingers and I just can't stop.
Don't stop.
Can't stop. I got a platypus controlling me. I got a platypus controlling me. Now let me sum it up. It was a strange set of circumstances. I fell down the hill. I got glue on my hands. Now I got records on my fingers and I just can't stop.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Well, I would if I was able. There's a platypus controlling me. He's underneath the table.
There's a platypus controlling him. What?
Oh, I get it. Platypus is a metaphor for whatever's keeping you down. Like corporations are a platypus.
The government's a platypus. Your teacher is a platypus.
My teacher is a panda.
Society's a platypus. My parents are a platypus. The media's a platypus. It's all just propaganda. Yeah, we all got a platypus controlling us.
It's me.
We all got a platypus controlling us. We all got a platypus controlling us.
See, the platypus controlling me is underneath the table. Wait. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Hey. There's no platypus controlling me. There's no.
Alrighty, so if you were listening very carefully, Dr. Doofenshmirtz told us how Perry the Platypus came to control him. He fell down the hill, he got glue on his fingers, and they stuck to the turntable how he was making the music, and Perry was controlling his hands. So Dr. Doofenshmirtz was the one telling that story, and that story was about something that happened to him. Now that's what a personal narrative is. And that's what we'll be working on today. Mrs. Price is going to help you guys start writing your own personal narratives. So our learning objective or our goal for today says, I can write a personal narrative. Now you say it with me. Get ready? I can write a personal narrative. I can write a personal narrative. That's what we're working on. So, to help us plan our personal narratives, we are going to be working on this thing called a heart map. This says, I write best about the things I know and love. So, when we're writing our personal narratives, it's going to be about the things that we think about the most, the things that we know the most about, the things that we love the most, the things that are close to us. Those are the things that are easiest for us to write stories about. So that's where we're going to start today. Mrs. Price is going to fill in her heart map and give an example of a personal narrative, and then I want you guys to go fill in your heart maps because on Thursday, you're going to use your heart map to write your own personal narrative. So we have 3 hearts here. This first heart says people I love, so we're going to fill this heart in with people we love. Now, Mrs. Price is going to throw in some fun colors. You can even add pictures if you want. You can add clip art and different things like that. So we're going to get started. People I love. Who does Mrs. Price love? Well, I love my husband. His name is Caleb. And I love my parents. And my brother is pretty close to me too. I love him a lot. So those are all the people that I love. Now let's change these colors just a little bit to make it fun to look at. So Caleb's favorite color is red, so I put him in red. And Evan's favorite color is blue, so I'm going to put his name in blue. And my parents, well, they're just going to get whatever color I pick. Let's do green. So these are my people that I love, and maybe I could insert a picture of a little brother. Now this won't be my little brother, but it'll help me think. Oh, that's a good picture of a big sister and a little brother. those are people that I love. Okay. Now the center one says things that I love. Things that I love. What things does Mrs. Price love? This is a kind of a tough one. I have to think about it. Well, Mrs. Price loves her coffee. And I also love playing games, like board games. Maybe I should specify. Mrs. Price isn't good at video games. I like board games. So board games. What else does Mrs. Price love? I love watching TV, movies, and Mrs. Price also loves shoes. I buy shoes all the time. These are just some things that I love. I'm going to add some colors. We'll make coffee brown. And TV and movies, maybe I'll make that this cool purple color. Board games, and maybe I can add a picture of my favorite board game. Let's see. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Insert image. Search web.
I'm back.
Hello.
I'm gonna go get the.
Okay, so Mrs. Price found a picture of some board games. Let's see if we can't put a picture of some coffee on here. Ooh, that's a good looking cup of coffee. Okay. I'll put that there just to remind me of the stuff that I wrote. Okay. So I've got my board games, coffee, I've talked about my husband, my parents. Now this last place says places that I love. Where do I like to go? What do I like to do at those places? Well, my favorite place to be is here at 10th Street. And our question of the day yesterday was about our favorite place to eat, so maybe Mrs. Price should put Cracker Barrel on here. And where else do I like to be? Mrs. Price really loves being at home. I like to be cuddled up on the couch with my kitty cat. So those are all the places I love. And let me see if I can't find a picture of a home that we can put on here. All right, so this is Mrs. Price's heart maps. And these are the things that are close and important to me that will be easy for me to write about. So Mrs. Price is going to pick one of these things and start writing a story about it. Should I do people, things, or places? I think I'm going to do people, and I'm going to pick my brother, Evan. So that's what my personal narrative is going to be about today. So let's just put that it's going to be about my brother, Evan. Now I need to decide what I'm going to write about my brother, Evan. I'm going to think of all of the things he and I have done together, places we've been, maybe a trip that we took, something that he and I did that I can write about. One of my favorite things that me and my brother do is play games together. So I'm going to write about a time that we played baseball in our front yard. So this is just a memory I have, and I'm going to write a story about that day that we played baseball. So I'm going to say it was summertime. It was hot out. Evan and I were playing catch in the front yard. He threw the ball really far. And guess what? Mrs. Price missed it. I missed the ball. I could not catch it. Then I had to run after it. The end. So, Mrs. Price just wrote a really short little story, a personal narrative about a time that me and my brother played baseball. So I said it was summertime and it was hot out. Evan and I were playing catch in the front yard. He threw the ball really far, and I missed the ball. I couldn't catch it. Then I had to run after it. So I told a story. I recalled an event that happened between me and my brother by choosing to talk about him from my heart map. So now Mrs. Price wants you to go and create your own heart map. Take your time and make it look really cool. We're going to use this a lot to help us continue writing narratives. So think about all the people that you love. Fit them all in there. It's okay if there's more than 3. Take pictures. Put your pictures on there, or find pictures like Mrs. Price did over on the side. You can change the font and the colors like Mrs. Price did, but make sure you fill in all 3 hearts. 1, 2, 3. Take the time to make it look good. Like I said, we'll come back to this a lot, and this is something Mrs. Price wants you to be proud of and that sparks memories for you. Try your best. I'm so excited to see what they look like.